Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading for September. Let's hop right into it. We're going to start off with an oracle card and then we're going to get 3 tarot cards. I also wanted to show you my Moldavite. Not the heart, but this piece of Moldavite here. That might be something you want to look into. I was led to bring that out here. Let's see what we have. When you're neither here nor there. I forgot who had this. It might have been Aquarius. Basically what this card is showing, and you know what's interesting? I'm seeing something different on this card, but let me say first of all what the meaning is. It's basically like being between worlds. It's like you're in the past and you're in the future. Like you're not in the it's like you're not in the present, but you're not in the past or the future either. So it's a place of feeling kind of like you're floating. Maybe even like an out-of-body experience, or you feel like you're out of your body. But what I'm seeing here is like these two creatures, I'm drawn to their hands. It's like you have guides here that are trying to help inch you along, like so that you're not kind of caught between worlds. It's kind of like a purgatory feeling. Like you have higher intelligence helping you with whatever you're doing right now. And that's probably why I brought out this Moldavite, to be honest with you, because Moldavite supposedly is from an asteroid that supposedly people say is connected to ETs, supposedly. So I personally believe in it, but if you don't, cool. If you do, cool. So this, to me, I'm seeing these as kind of like ETs here. So take it as it resonates. We have Let the Fire Dragon Sleep at the bottom of the deck here. That could also be, you know, because Moldavite can also be like a form of protection as well. And this card kind of talks about like, let your anger rest. And behind that, we have this kind of 2 of Cups sort of a card. So if you were dealing with some drama in any sort of a relationship here, the advice at the start of this reading is to just kind of let bygones be bygones. I'm also getting the phrase, like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So maybe somebody did something. Maybe they took a risk. We did have the Fool at the bottom of the deck when I just started. But you know what, Cancer? If somebody did take a risk or whatever, that's why this advice is here. And I mean a bad risk, okay? You know, hey, they see everything. And they're protecting you, okay? So just know, 3 cards here, Cancer. Just know if something happened, you know, if somebody did something to you. Look, we have the Fool, exactly, at the bottom of the deck. It's back here again. If somebody took some sort of a foolish risk, love and light, it's actually when we zoom out into the freaking ethers where the higher intelligence lives, we will see and understand. It's weird. I felt like there was like a figure looking at me over in the corner near my closet as I'm saying this. Hello. Greetings. What I'm going to say though is it's like okay, let's just talk. Let's talk in humanese, human language here. Say somebody cheats on you, right? Or they have thoughts of that. You know, to go biblical with it, Jesus said, if you even look at a woman and lust after her in your heart, you've already committed adultery. It's like, okay, well, I was just looking. According to the Christ, that you've already cheated. Okay, that's love and light. I'm not trying to go into like a religious thing with you here, Cancer. What I'm trying to say though is I'm talking to people who have very high morals here, and you may have been dealing with somebody who took some sort of a foolish risk. Okay? And what I'm here to say to you is to just let that anger kind of disseminate, because what I'm seeing is this bird's eye view of your life. And this all happened to actually get you out of a situation that in the long run was just going to be holding you back anyways, Cancer. Okay, take this as it resonates. It could also be a job. It could be a location. It could be family members or friends that were kind of holding you back. Place this where you need to place it, Cancer. But for some of you, you were dealing with some sort of a foolish energy here that, took a risk with the devil, the Ace of Coins, and the Star. It's like they wished for something else, for something new. And you know what? They got it, right? So love them. Go have fun with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, card number 1. King of Swords. See, you have learned so much through this experience, Cancer. I think you've learned to love yourself through this experience. I think you've learned what you really want with this Star card. It's like sometimes, Cancer, when we're pushed into a corner, nobody puts baby in a corner, right? But when we're pushed into a corner, Cancer, bless God, I'm going into my revival. Going down to the revival. When you're pushed into a corner, Cancer, and you can't see the way out, that's when we get clear on the vision. Because sometimes if we're not, I'm not saying this was done on purpose, I'm saying what happened, and this is what we can learn from it, Cancer. It's like you saw what you really wanted, or you're about to, or you are now. You're becoming clear on like what you want in your life, what really matters to you. Because sometimes we're in relationships, right, that are like, it's weird. It's same thing for jobs. It's like you could be there like 2 years too long. And you're like, yeah, but it's whatever. It is what it is. Like, I have a job. I'm grateful for a job. I'm grateful I have this relationship. Like, maybe it's not everything I want, but... And I'm not saying that we should be hard on people or critical and say, you don't give me what I want and all that stuff. What I am saying, though, Cancer, is with this King of Swords, it's like you've learned that... When there's a kind of energy in a relationship where it's kind of like you're not getting what you want, it's usually a mirror, and that other person is usually not getting what they want either. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not picking sides. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying it's like you can have it all. You can. And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get like frustrated, Cancer. I feel like you've been frustrated because you've been going King of Swords. I mean, that's a very mental energy of like maybe you even made like a pros and cons list or something here, Cancer, where you're like, yeah, but for me to want it all, is that really... You are able to wish with this Star card for what you really want here, Cancer. Okay? It's not selfish. It's not wrong of you. Okay, card number 2. 8 of Swords. Yeah, like what I was just saying. It's like a mental prison here with the King of Swords and the 8 of Swords. I think you've been going through a lot of mental energy thinking about maybe even a pros and cons list. Like, well, what do I want? What do I really want? There's that book called It Works. And I listened to it on YouTube this morning, actually, because once again, I get all these great books from Chris Reck of Minnow Pontero. And I've actually listened to this book a couple times before this, and I've done the exercise and everything. It's basically you write down things that you want, and then you say them 3 times a day. It's a manifestation tactic. So maybe you've been doing some of that, Cancer, here. Card number 3 is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's just, you're just seeing the truth of what you want. Right, Cancer? It's like, what's so wrong with that? And maybe that's why you're kind of neither here nor there, because you're still kind of getting grounded. And now that you know, though, or you're about to know, or you're working on knowing, maybe you're actually writing it down, because Ace of Swords can be a pen, then you're going to be ready to take some sort of a leap of faith in a new direction that's best for you. So this is important work, Cancer. Much love. If you want to get your extended, I'd love to have you over on Patreon. Link is in the description. Have a great September, Cancer, and I'll see you next month.